up and call 911.
Hello, I have some questions about my stay there.
Okay.
I did a complaint.
Okay. What's your question?
Yes, are you able to look at the records and tell me the status of a complaint?
Oh, no, I'm a receptionist.
Oh, this is Human Resources. Who would I talk to?
I can transfer you to house supervisor, maybe.
Okay. Okay, because I want to know what is the procedure when a person is getting threatened by a patient. Because on the bulletin, what I read that if the person felt threatened by a patient, that they were supposed to change the rooms. But they forced me to be in this room with this lady that would have outbursts and threaten me all night long.
Okay.
So it was like I was getting tortured.
Did she ever hit you or anything?
She did not hit me, thank goodness, but I have been hit before in these schemes. But she did not hit me. But even if a person felt threatened, why would they force me to be in a room with a patient that was threatening me all night? It was like she was talking for someone. I just have crazy things going on at the time. And she was a white older lady and she said the N-word. You messed with the wrong N-I-G-G-A. It just really didn't fit her appearance for her to talk like that. And I was already there on false pretenses, so I was terrified. And her threatening me all night didn't make it any better, and certainly not the staff and their abuse and forcing me to be in there to take that abuse from that lady all night long. Why would they force me to be in there with her?
Well, I'm not sure because it's in a mental hospital, it's kind of hard to separate people.
Well, if they're threatening you and saying that you messed with the wrong N-I-G-G-A and the patient is requesting to be moved.
You want to move to a different room?
Right, and they refused to let me move to a different room, and they were abusive as well. Gave me a shot, came in there for no reason, gave me a shot in my behind. But I didn't do anything, and they just gave me a shot. And I complained about that too. They were being really toxic in this class, this group. So I just left the group because they were being abusive and mistreated me. So I left the group and came in the room, and multiple staff bombarded me and gave me a shot. And all I didn't say anything. I just left the group because they were being rude and abusive. And if I had to be mistreated and violated at the group, I didn't want to attend it. So when I went to the room, they came in from nowhere, multiple staff, and gave me a shot in my behind. Yeah, it happens quite often. I wish someone would get to the bottom of it. I think that it's highly abusive and it's kind of like torture. No one would ever believe it, but if by police not investigating almost 100 and something reports, that's a problem. But let's go ahead and get to, you said you were going to refer me to the supervisor?
Yeah, house supervisor.
Okay, let's see what the procedure is when someone gets threatened. And then another thing, I had went to go play basketball. Had a good time, and I came back and someone had mopped the room and I fell and did not leave a sign or anything. And then when I fell, they punished me and told me I couldn't go to the cafeteria when I fell. And for being in that mental hospital, going to the cafeteria was everything. Because it's to not be trapped off in that room. So I really had a problem with them forcing me to stay in the room after I fell. In addition to that, they gave me an x-ray because I had pain. And when they gave me the x-ray, I have metal plates in my legs. The x-ray didn't have the metal plates. Why would they give me a fake x-ray? So they gave me an x-ray saying that nothing was wrong, everything was fine. I said, no, those aren't my legs. And she said, how do you know? Those are your legs. I said, no, they're not. I have metal plates in my legs. And they just ignored it. I'm not quite sure why after that fall they would give me someone a fake x-ray. And I reported it to staff. Who's the man that's over the complaints?
You talking about the patient advocate?
Yeah, what's his name?
I'm not sure who the patient, let me see. It must be a new person. We got a person, the patient advocate is a woman.
Oh, no, it was a man. What was his name?
I'm not sure who you talk to, ma'am.
Okay. Well, you can go ahead and get me to. So, who do I speak with about the complaints that I made that have been ignored, and why the hospital staff would mistreat me and force me to take abuse when I was in there on false pretenses? Was that set up for emotional distress?
No.
Because it happened at multiple different locations. I'm not quite sure why I got threatened and mistreated and violated so routinely.
Let me get you to the house supervisor.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Call again later.
It's full and they didn't answer.
Wait while I transfer your call.
I was transferred and then hung up. It hung up.